According to Sports Pro, Caitlin Clark is the fourth most marketable athlete in the world. Yeah, not just female athlete, not just in the United States, but in the entire.
This morning, the conversation changed very quickly. People woke up expecting another debate about Caitlin Clark. Instead, they were hit with headlines about a reported $13 billion partnership connected to one of the biggest grocery chains in America. No surprise, the haters suddenly became very quiet. Funny how quickly that happens. One minute they claim she is overhyped, and the next, major companies are lining up to put her name on products that disappear from shelves before some people even finish breakfast. The funniest part is watching people act like this is not a big deal. Sure, because companies making billions every year simply hand out exclusive partnerships for fun. That supposedly happens every Tuesday. Nobody seriously believes that. Clark has grown into much more than a basketball player. She has become a business. Almost everything she does creates another wave of attention. That attention leads to merchandise. Merchandise leads to sales. Sales encourage more companies to work with her. It is a cycle that keeps growing every month.
Oh, in what way? What does she sell out tens of thousands of Wilson basketballs in 40 minutes? I mean, what has A'ja Wilson done to say that she is worth every...
Just a few months earlier, things looked very different. Wilson Sporting Goods had already made a huge commitment by giving Clark her own signature basketball collection. That move caught attention because the company had only made a similar decision with Michael Jordan decades earlier. Then the basketballs arrived. Fans rushed online, and limited editions disappeared almost instantly. Tens of thousands were reportedly sold within minutes, showing that the demand was not simply hype, it was genuine. Now another major partnership has entered the picture with Hy-Vee, a company generating more than $13 billion.
Here, they just had this go, and this is the Hy-Vee Instagram account. Again, Wilson, Caitlin Clark, really smart, very cool video, lots of...
That headline alone caught attention throughout sports business circles. The reported deal does not mean Clark is personally receiving $13 billion. It means she is partnering with a company of that enormous size. That distinction is important. The story becomes even more interesting from there. Wilson made a move that many people completely missed. They did not sit around waiting to see whether Clark would become popular. They believed in her early. That decision looks smarter with every passing month. At the same time, other companies are probably looking at their spreadsheets and wondering why they did not act first. There is a reason businesses pay attention to numbers rather than online arguments. Sales do not care who wins debates on social media. Sales only show whether people actually want to buy something. Clark's products have answered that question repeatedly. Then another part of the story suddenly became clear.
Clark just did something nobody has done since Michael Jordan. Wilson Sporting Goods signed the WNBA star to a multi-year deal. She's the first female athlete to have her own collection with Wilson, and it will be built similar to Jordan's collection in the 1980s that included those signature baskets.
First signature basketball collection created massive demand. Limited releases vanished almost immediately after becoming available. Fans kept refreshing websites, hoping to get one before they sold out. Some probably refreshed so many times they nearly destroyed their keyboards. That is either dedication or maybe just panic buying. Either way, the basketballs were gone. Wilson did not stop there. More releases followed. Each basketball represented another part of Clark's journey from Iowa to the WNBA. Instead of simply selling another piece of sports equipment, the company created a story around each release that encouraged fans to collect them rather than simply use them. Then Hy-Vee entered the picture with exclusive versions of the dream
athlete to have a signature basketball with Wilson other than Michael freaking Jordan. Wilson's had a global partnership said we haven't done a deal of this magnitude since we did one with Michael Jordan 30 to 40.
The partnership gave Clark another major platform while giving fans products they could not easily find everywhere else. That kind of exclusivity creates excitement because people know that once the products are gone, they are gone. Sports Pro also ranked Clark as the fourth most marketable athlete in the world, not the fourth most marketable female athlete, but the fourth most marketable athlete overall. That is an impressive position, especially because she is also the only WNBA player inside the top 20. But that success raised an uncomfortable question that became harder to ignore. If Wilson could move so quickly and create successful campaigns around Clark, why did another global sports company appear to be moving?
I don't know that I can name an athlete in recent memory that is sold at this level. And there's the key, folks. Caitlin Clark moves products. Caitlin Clark moves merchandise.
That question became louder every week. Eventually, it became impossible to ignore. Nike is where this story took a turn that surprised many basketball fans. Clark signed a reported endorsement deal worth $28 million. Most people expected commercials, billboards, special events, and a signature shoe to arrive almost immediately. Instead, there was a lot of waiting, followed by more waiting. Eventually, fans started asking the same question again and again. Where is the shoe? That question refused to disappear. During that same period, Clark's popularity continued growing. Television ratings increased when she played. Jerseys were selling at impressive rates. Her Wilson basketball collections continued disappearing from stores.
Tens of thousands of basketballs snapped up almost instantly.
Almost every business signal was pointing in the same direction. Consumers wanted more Caitlin Clark products. That is why so many people struggled to understand the slow pace. From a business perspective, momentum is valuable. Every passing month creates another chance for excitement to cool down. Companies normally try to act while demand is strongest, especially when products are already showing that they can sell. Then another debate became part of the conversation. Reports suggested Nike wanted to keep prioritizing A'ja Wilson's signature shoe rollout before introducing Clark's, and that created plenty of discussion because the comparison involved two very different strengths. A'ja Wilson has built an outstanding basketball career through championships and MVP awards. Nobody can take those accomplishments away. Clark, meanwhile, has become one of the biggest commercial attractions in sports. Those are two different discussions, but many fans combine them anyway. The result was constant debate throughout the basketball world. One side focused on performance, while the other focused on market demand. Businesses often care about both, but merchandise sales can provide very clear answers. Then the numbers began speaking louder than the arguments. Clark's jersey sales reportedly surged.
Shout out to Wilson. I think we all really appreciate what Wilson has done. They seem to be the only business, the only entity that has taken Caitlin Clark at face value for what and who she is and the opportunities that can bring. Fully, completely embraced her, been great with their marketing. Product drops, I mean, I don't even know how many different basketballs now, but they've made multiple product drops with, limited quantity, I guess you could say. They're sold out right away. They keep...
And companies outside traditional sports apparel continued expanding partnerships with her. Whether someone enjoys watching her play or not, businesses follow consumer demand. That basic rule has remained the same for decades. Clark's growing commercial value continues giving companies another reason to invest. The biggest point here is not one basketball. It is not one endorsement. It is not even one company deciding to work with Caitlin Clark. The important part is that several major brands are reaching the same conclusion at the same time. Clark has become one of the safest investments in women's sports. That is something many people would never have expected a few years ago. The larger picture became impossible to ignore. When Wilson expanded its partnership, it was not simply guessing. When Hy-Vee released exclusive Clark products, it was not making a random choice either.
All of her basketballs or collabs that she's done are sold out.
Businesses spend huge amounts of money studying customer behavior before agreeing to major deals. They examine demand, sales, public interest, and long-term growth. Those numbers help explain why Clark continues attracting attention from some of the biggest companies in the country. It also creates pressure across the WNBA. Every player can benefit when corporate investment increases. More sponsorships can bring more merchandise, bigger marketing campaigns, and additional opportunities for the league as a whole. Whether someone supports Clark or roots against her, greater business interest helps women's basketball continue growing. Of course, the debates will not disappear anytime soon. There will always be arguments about who the best player is, who deserves more attention, and which company made the smarter decision. Sports fans have argued about those things forever, and they probably always will. But one thing is much harder to debate. Products either sell or they do not. Companies either expand partnerships or they walk away. Right now, the companies working with Clark appear to be expanding rather than pulling back. That fact speaks for itself. One final detail deserves attention before this story moves forward.
Caitlin Clark lands $13 billion brand collab as WNBA stars bond with Wilson grows deeper. And that's the cool part, man. Shout out to
The reported $13 billion partnership changed the conversation because it reminded everyone that basketball today involves much more than points and assists. It is also about
collaboration with supermarket chain Hy-Vee. They rake in more than $13 billion annually. Huge company.
branding, marketing, and connecting with millions of fans who are eager to support the athletes they enjoy watching. The funny part is that every time someone claims Clark...
What this is Hy-Vee has announced an exclusive, yeah, that's right, an exclusive drop of Caitlin Clark's Dreamer and Tribute Wilson basketballs. Very cool. Big deal. Good job, Wilson. You know, they probably went and put this together. I mean, maybe Hy-Vee contacted Caitlin Clark first.
Clark's popularity is fading, another product sells out, another partnership appears, or another headline shows that the demand is still enormous. At this point, those complaints are starting to age about, as well as ice cream left outside in the middle of July. The business world has already given its answer through dollars instead of opinions. That is exactly why this reported partnership is getting so much attention. Whether more major brands follow remains unknown in the coming years. But one fact is already clear. Caitlin Clark has become one of the biggest commercial names in all of sports, and companies are treating her accordingly. If you enjoyed this video,
strengthening the partnerships she's already built. From basketballs flying off shelves to multi-million-dollar endorsements, TC is at the forefront of athlete.
And want more coverage of the biggest stories in basketball, make sure you subscribe to Elite Ball Knowledge so you never miss the next update.